Good morning. Today is an exciting time and opportunity in the city of Frederick. I want to extend a warm welcome to our partners from Attain Sports and Entertainment as we've gathered to announce updates on the new Atlantic League team that will come to the city of Frederick. One of my top priorities as mayor is to ensure our community has access to affordable and fun recreational opportunities for all ages. As many of you know, we've had the privilege of being the home of the Frederick Keys since 1989. And now Attain Sports and Entertainment has demonstrated their continued commitment to the city of Frederick by announcing a second team in Frederick, which will be part of the Atlantic League. This means that Frederick will play host to more highly competitive baseball, more family-friendly activities, and more excitement in the city of Frederick. Last week, we learned the news of the club's new manager, Mark Minikazi. I look forward to welcoming him to the city of Frederick and watching the Atlantic League Club excel under his leadership. And I want to offer my thanks to Greg Baroni and his entire team at Attain Sports, some of whom will speak shortly. Their cooperation and collaboration with the city has never wavered. My administration shares their goals to bring the highest level of competitive baseball to the city. And I think it's safe to say Frederick is a baseball city. And with the exciting news coming today, it will continue to be a baseball city. With that, I'd like to turn it over to our Director of Economic Development, Richard Griffin, to share more on what professional baseball brings to the city of Frederick and to introduce Greg and his team. Richard?
Thank you, Mayor O'Connor. The city of Frederick is home to more than 3,700 businesses. Those businesses employ over 56,000 people in our community. Most of them are small businesses with less than 25 employees. And we're very proud of the investment that's been made by Attain Sports and Entertainment here in Frederick with the Frederick Keys baseball and now with the soon-to-be-named Independent League team. Your business investment will directly impact our community in terms of jobs, payroll, equipment, and concessions, along with community-wide recreational and sporting benefits that the mayor mentioned, tourism, and of course, community pride. 100 years ago, the predominant industries in Frederick were manufacturing in nature, canning, tanning, and knitting. And today we've moved to a new triple play, biotech, brewing, baseball, among others. And sports are a huge part of global, national, and community culture. Professional sports are far more than just about simple entertainment. There's the connection that fans have to their community and to their region, and that's the loyalty that spans generations. This is why professional sports teams very often use their brand and their resources to try to help better the communities that they're located in. And many studies have shown that sports, including youth sports, are far more than just about the game. Sports encourage healthy lifestyles. Sports provide entertainment for the fans and the families. They provide and attract regional and national attention, which can translate into increased investment, workforce, and business development in a community. Sports help attract and retain young professionals in a community. And sports can help marginalized populations with opportunities and options. According to the National League of Cities, there are many characteristics of a healthy and vibrant community, including obviously great education and safe housing, jobs, and things like that. But also high on that list is parks and open space and recreation and entertainment. And the mayor and the City Board of Aldermen have placed strategic emphasis on achieving and sustaining many of these same goals. And over the years, Frederick Baseball has supported many of the community organizations which make these things happen. And we strongly hope to build those same relationships with Attain Sports and Entertainment and the new independent team. Now, the mayor might find it funny that I use a professional baseball quote because I'm not a huge baseball fan, but there are three, according to professional baseball player and manager Tommy Lasorda, there are three types of baseball players: those who make it happen, those who watch it happen, and those who wonder what happened. It's clear to me that Greg Baroni and Rich Roberts, who Greg will come up in a few moments, are those who will make it happen. So let me end by with a quote from a famous baseball pitcher, Bob Feller, who said that every day is a new opportunity. You can build on yesterday's successes or put its failures behind and start over again. That's the way it is with a new game every day, and that's the way baseball is. Attain Sports and Entertainment is doing just that by bringing a new team and opportunity to Frederick. And I'm confident that Frederick fans will drum up great names for the new team that will help market Frederick to a new level. And we welcome Attain Sports and Entertainment to our business community and wish them many years of winning records and community partnerships. So without any further ado, I'd like to introduce Greg Baroni, the founder, CEO, and managing partner of Attain Sports and Entertainment.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you.
Okay, here we go. Well, thank you, Richard, again. And I love the quote with one of my favorite coaches of all time there, Tommy Lasorda. So thank you also, Mayor O'Connor. It's a privilege to be part of this new partnership that we've been forging over the last year. On behalf of the entire Attain Sports and Entertainment family, we're thrilled to be here today. And as a Maryland resident for the past 35 plus years, I have deep roots in this region. And I'm excited about the opportunity to bring amazing, memorable sports and entertainment experiences, all centered on what we call America's pastime, baseball. At Attain Sports and Entertainment, our priority in Maryland is to champion and invest in our baseball teams here, including this new Frederick-based Atlantic League professional baseball team, the MLB Draft League Frederick Keys, our passion, and the Orioles AA affiliate, the Bowie Bay Sox. And we intend to make sure that not only do we invest in our teams, but also in the surrounding communities. Our mission at Attain Sports and Entertainment is really simple. It's to create fun and affordable, family-friendly sports experiences that frankly create magical and memorable experiences. That's our passion. And we plan to do it by really focusing on 4 pillars that we stress. One, in terms of baseball, is providing an insanely great game day fan experience that focuses in on that magic, that experience. The second part is to expand our commitment to the community and to do so by forging partnerships. The third is to leverage the use of what we like to call purpose-driven, real practical innovation. And it's things like using QR codes to help in terms of automated, the ability to learn and sense, as well as to leverage, like I said, QR codes really for ordering food and things like that. And finally, it's to invest in the professional growth and development of all of our, if you will, employee base, the players, the coaches, and the front office staff that really make all this magic happen. And so that's our strategy. That's how we plan to make that mission come alive. We intend to be an active force for good in the community. And it's our plan to not just engage the fans and the community just during the baseball season, but it's to do so all year round, throughout the year. With 2 teams now based here in Frederick, there will be a tremendous amount of entertainment provided at Nimio Field here at Harry Grove Stadium. Can you imagine 88 home games are on schedule, and we can't wait to get started. So last week we announced, by the way, the baseball veteran Mark Minikazi here, who's going to be our new coach, and the yet to be named, and there's going to be a lot of excitement around that for its inaugural season. So today we have some exciting news to share with you related to the new Atlantic League professional baseball team, and we're excited to get engage the fans for their input. So without further ado, let me turn to Andrew Klein, our general manager for the 2 teams. Andrew's been with the Frederick Keys since November of 2016, and he's going to provide you a little background on this Atlantic League professional baseball team, and we're delighted to hear from him. So, Andrew, welcome.
Thank you very much, Greg. So like you mentioned, I'm going to just give a little bit of background for anyone who may not be as familiar with the Atlantic League. The Atlantic League is actually entering its 25th year in independent baseball in 2023, with Frederick, of course, being a home for its newest 10th team. The players that come in with the Atlantic League are experienced professional players. They've progressed through professional baseball in the minor leagues, whether that be AAA, AA, single A. But then more than 40% of Atlantic League players have also had some level of Major League Baseball service time. Beyond that, there's over 1,000 players that the league has had sign contracts with major league teams. So this is something where players are still going to be going into professional ball at the highest level, back into affiliated ball from our league. And beyond that, over 100 of those players have played in the major leagues following playing in the Atlantic League. So again, it's something where there's going to be a lot of excitement where you're going to be able to see players coming from Frederick back up to the major leagues into affiliated ball. And beyond that, there are also over 70 former Atlantic League players and coaches who are managers or coaches in major league organizations. So it's a very fluid connection between the two leagues. Beyond that, just for purposes of understanding, the Atlantic League itself does pride itself on creating both fun and affordable family entertainment, something that is a pillar here in Frederick with our team and with the Keys. And in 2016, the Atlantic League became the first independent league team to sign a working agreement with Major League Baseball, and has since in 2020 became the first professional baseball partner league. Finally, just to give you a little bit of an understanding about some of the different players who have played in the Atlantic League that you may have heard of. Hall of Famers such as Ricky Henderson and Tim Raines have played in the Atlantic League. Names like Jose Canseco have been in the league. Ruben Sierra won Comeback Player of the Year in Major League Baseball following being in the Atlantic League. And then beyond that, players that may have a little bit of connection to our area. Players like Stephen Drew, Ross Detweiler, and Steve Lombardozzi all played for the Nationals and have been in the Atlantic League. Similarly, Jay Gibbons, Rich Hill, Felix P.A., Robert Andino are among some of the former Orioles that have been in the Atlantic League. So it is a great level of professional baseball, and we're really excited to be able to bring that to Frederick along with the existing team. So beyond that, I'd like to invite Rich Roberts, the president of Attain Sports and Entertainment, up here so that he can say a few words.
Thank you, Andrew. You know, in addition to just Andrew helping out, it takes a great leadership team, and we're proud to announce we've added two real industry professionals, Chuck Domino and Mary Nixon, to our leadership team. Chuck will serve as the Senior Vice President of Baseball Operations, and Mary will serve as Executive Director of Baseball Operations. Just to give you some background on Chuck, Chuck brings over 40 years of experience in operating minor league baseball teams, as well as Atlantic League teams. He's a 9-time Executive of the Year award winner. He's a proven executive leader who possesses an award-winning vast knowledge of financial management, stadium operations, and involvement in the community. He's led offices, teams in the Philadelphia Phillies AA affiliate in Reading, the San Francisco Giants AA affiliate in Richmond, and most recently the Charleston Dirty Birds in Charleston, West Virginia. He is an expert in streamlining operations and essentially will help out the whole management of the team. Mary, on the other hand, was the vice president of the Charleston Dirty Birds, dealing with food and beverage operations, business operations, and human resources. So both of those, as well as Andrew, brings a vast amount of talent to help us build both of these teams out. And so with that, let me bring up Chuck to actually go in more detail.
Thank you, Rich. And thank you, Attain Sports and Entertainment. This is a great opportunity for Mary and I, and speaking for Mary, it's great to be in this fine city of Frederick. We've been here 4 or 5 times now over the last month, and enjoyed every bit of our time in discovering new bars and restaurants each time in the town. It's just a great town and a great sports market. I've been familiar with the Frederick Keys for many years over my time in minor league baseball. As Rich mentioned, 40 years is a long time. This is all I've done since the day I left college. This is all I know, really, is minor league baseball. And if I didn't love it, I wouldn't be here still. My portion of the program is really the fun portion. Announcing that we will be launching a Name the Team contest. This is where the fun of minor league baseball comes into play. When we decided that we were going to put a name to this new Atlantic League team, the first person I called was Brandy Ose. Brandy Ose is a renowned brander and rebrander of minor league teams throughout the country. Brandy Ose has either branded or rebranded 75 minor league baseball teams over the last 25 years. That's over 50% of minor league baseball teams they've touched in one way or the other. They've been featured in stories on CBS, ESPN, USA Today, New York Times, Bloomberg Businessweek, Washington Post, and Sports Illustrated, amongst others. So we have nothing but the best to assist us through this process of naming the team. My personal past working relationship with Brandy Ose included naming the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs, the Richmond Flying Squirrels, the Hartford Yard Goats, the Akron Rubber Ducks, and the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Now, when you hear those names, some of you are scratching your heads and saying, oh no. I can tell you, you have to have thick skin when you go through this process. When we named the Iron Pigs some 15, 16 years ago, we had people saying that they would never attend a game. Within a couple weeks, there was 65-year-old grandfathers wearing pig snouts around the stadium. When we, a couple years later, moved on to Richmond, we did the same, launching the Name the Team contest down there. We ended up with Flying Squirrels, same thing. We're never coming to a game. We're never going to watch a team called the Flying Squirrels. Same thing with the Hartford Yard Goats. Same thing with the Rubber Ducks, same thing with the Trash Pandas. All those teams have something in common. All their attendances went this way after the brand or the rebrand. Each and every one of those logos won Logo of the Year in some realms, in some publications. And the merchandising of all those logos have been tremendous, and they've held steady over the many years that they've been named those names. So we are prepared. We're going to have thick skin. There's going to be some crazy names that get entered into the contest. We will keep an open mind to all of them. I mean, I couldn't have dreamed up Iron Pigs by myself. I couldn't have dreamed up Yard Goats by myself. So these names are coming from the community, and then we try to fit a narrative around the name. It needs to make sense for the team. The timeline is we are going to be kicking it off today. I'm going to have Brandon McGee come up in a few minutes to talk about the mechanics of the contest. We will be running the contest, gathering names for several weeks, and then we will be returning in front of you on February 6th with a group of final names to be voted on. So it's going to be a fun process. Engaging the community is very important in this process. We want this name to be representative of the city of Frederick, but at the same time, we want it to be a fun name, a name that we can all be proud of, a name that is unique, and a name that we can do a lot of merchandising with. So having said that, thank you for having me. I'm going to bring up Brandon McGee, Director of Marketing, to explain the contest in more detail.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here for this exciting day for Frederick. Just wanted to bring everyone up to speed on how this contest or sweepstakes will be run. We're encouraging all our fans and everyone in the community to submit a team name and concept. Along with that team name, you'll have to talk about the relevance of why you chose that name and why it's significant to Frederick. All of these nominations will take place via our new website, which is launching today, frederickatlanticleague.com. So for more information, frederickatlanticleague.com. We'll have a button on there. You can submit your proposal for the team name. As Chuck mentioned, we are starting today at noon and running through the 27th of January. The fan who submits the winning team name, the one that we select, will be awarded 2 season tickets, an official team jersey, and the opportunity to throw out our first pitch at one of the games during the season. Additionally, all fans who submit an entry will be entered to a random drawing to win 2 season tickets for the 2023 season. We'll have the official rules posted as well on the website with a link right below your submission link, so make sure to check them out. Every fan will have to read and check and agree to those before submitting their submission. And then on Monday, February 6th, we'll gather and we will announce the finalists and begin the public vote. So looking forward to it. It's going to be a great opportunity for Frederick and the community to get involved in naming the team. Like Chuck has said, many of the communities have named the team in these other regions when it came to the Rubber Ducks or the Trash Pandas and some of these other crazy names you see in minor league baseball. So looking forward to the fun, and I know Greg and Rich and the team are very excited about engaging the community in this process. We'll open up for Q&A now, so any questions?
If there are any questions, please just raise your hand and I'll bring you the mic so the recording can pick it up.
Hey, Randy. Nathan Ruiz from the Baltimore Sun. I don't know if necessarily this is a question best suited for you, but I guess just how do you feel about the process of bringing affiliated baseball back to Frederick, and how does having an Atlantic team help towards that effort?
Greg, do you want to handle this one?
Sure.
All right.
So, I mean, I think I started by saying it's in all of our interests to continue this process. It's a journey. And I think your real question is, how does this help in terms of bringing affiliated baseball back to Frederick? And our plan is that we continue that journey. There are several things that I have to say that are connected to that journey, and one of which is the alignment that we need to get with Major League Baseball. And it's focused really on number one, where is a relocatable team? Number two, how do we get a facility in place that's compliant with those requirements of affiliated baseball? You know, I can tell you that when I look at the Atlantic League Professional Baseball, it's part of that journey. So we started here with a collegiate summer baseball team. That was part A. Part B is now, let's get some more games in the stadium. Let's make sure that our fans and our community stays engaged in the process, and then move it forward with the Baltimore Orioles and with Major League Professional Baseball. So it's just part of the journey.
And then along those lines, how are you expecting this two-team system to continue, or is it seeing how it goes in 2023? How do you kind of see the future working with having both the Dream League team and the Atlantic League team?
Yeah, I mean, for us is let's see how it goes. I'm hoping that it's just another part of our journey towards the direction of getting affiliated baseball back here in Frederick. And I can tell you, both the mayor, his staff, the community, and Attain Sports and Entertainment are thrilled to be part of the journey and are excited about bringing affiliated baseball back here. Any other questions? This gentleman over here.
I just wanted to know if the colors for the team had been picked. Will we be orange and black, or will we be using other colors?
The colors, I think, in terms of the yet-to-be-named team here, I think that'll be part of the branding process here. Where's Chuck? I mean, everything that's connected with Brandiose, we intend that everything from the logo to the colors to the name itself will be part of that unveiling that we go through as we go through this.
Yeah, the name itself might lend itself to a particular color.
I will say we have a bias, just like you all have a bias toward orange and black. We have a bias toward that too.
Any other questions?
Sorry, I was just curious if you could speak maybe to stadium investments. I understand that was an issue with potentially losing the affiliation? Is that part of?
That's a part of the alignment process. Right?
Gotcha. Okay.
And so I think the question is what about investments? And I would say the city, the state, and our partnership here with Attain Sports and Entertainment, we're all aligned like that. And we plan it to be a public-private partnership. And so we're all engaged in the process. I know I have a willing and truly invested partner here in Frederick. The state is absolutely committed. This is the purpose of the funding that they had for the minor league stadiums. Frederick is one of them. And then Attain Sports and Entertainment, as we did with the scoreboard last year, we intend to be part of that process. And so for us, it's like, let's make sure that this stadium continues to create that excitement, and then we'll move forward to perhaps a larger investment with a new stadium. And that's also on the table for consideration.
Any others?
All right, thank you, everyone. We will be available if you want to catch up one-on-one with anyone for a few minutes. So if you need to catch us for quotes or any snippets, we will be available. We thank you for coming out, and we look forward to this next historic step in professional baseball in Frederick. So let's have some fun submissions, and we encourage you to go to the internet at 12 o'clock and put in your idea. We'll look forward to seeing it. Thank you.